Okay, so now we're going to have a look at square roots 234, which is down as hard. So let's see how this goes. Here's the grid, and we count our starting squares, and there are quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words as well. So each word has to start in a different space. There are unfortunately no double vowels to give us any clues. However, there's only one starting square that's also a vowel, which is here. So we can immediately see we've only got one word that starts with a vowel. So we can put in, using a different colour pen I think, an A in there. We can also put another letter in pretty easily by looking at the number of squares there are between each starting square and the nearest vowel. And we can see that all starting squares have an adjacent vowel except for this one, which you have to go one more square before you get to a vowel. Now looking down the words, we see that all the words have the second letter as a vowel, apart from Frodo, which has two consonants and then a vowel. So the only way we can use this starting square is by Frodo, so that must be an F there. And then one of these two squares must be the O to go on Frodo. We can use my app to find out which words fit in the grid in least different ways, so which ones are the best to start with. But we find they're all horrendous, which is why it's been put down as a hard, no doubt. The number of ways all the words will fit in the grid have been written down here from my app. And the only one that fits in less than 20 different ways is Frodo, because we're forced on this starting letter, no doubt. In fact, Legolas fits in 215 different ways. Now I'll let you into a little secret of my app. It's been pretty lazily programmed because I don't do a lot of programming in C or Android Studio. All the arrays are fixed sizes. And there's a limit on the number of ways that words can fit into the grid in the arrays, which was 200, and then I upped it in a later release to I think 500 or something. So this 200 would have been unsolvable in my first release of the app. Now although this is down as a difficult puzzle, I did actually get through it quite easily with minimal cheating using my app, by making some good educated guesses I think. Because you've got Aragorn must start here with this A, and you've got Frodo here, and the O is going to be there or there. So I think I deduced that the O would be quite useful there for Aragorn. So I put the O in there, and then I thought the G there for Aragorn might work quite well. And that would be perhaps Gorn. Then I thought maybe the Gandalf might go up here somewhere. Gan-D-A, that would fit quite well with that. And then it would go probably L-F. And then, so how's our Aragorn go? A something, A Gorn. So that must be the R of Aragorn. I usually underline the words when I put them in. It helps me remember where I've got to. So Aragorn's in. Frodo's now finished, F-R-O-D-O, so we can cross Frodo off. And then what's happened in my Gandalf, G-A-N-D-A-L-F, that's in. So that can be underlined. Now on the top left here we've got a bit of a dead end, haven't we? It's going into a dead space. So perhaps we could put Sam in there. And by putting Sam there, we've got this AS, well, Legolas. So maybe we have LAS, Golas. Oh, look, we've got Legolas, L-E-G-O-L-A-S. Excellent, that's in. Right, so we've only got one starting square left. So what words have we got that we haven't got a letter in a starting square for? We have Boromir, a B, so that must be a B. That must be an O to get it out of there. So we've got Bor. Right, well it might go back to its O and then M-I-R around in a circle. That works quite nicely, doesn't it? So which of these, now we've got all our starting squares in, let's cross Boromir off. So we must have a couple of starting squares that we've used and not actually put the words in. Yeah, well, yes, we have. We got rings we haven't got in yet. So that's that R. So that's going to go RI. So that must be an N. And Gimli, which is this G, which we haven't used. GIM. Right, well that, to get Gimli, and that must be an L and that must be an I. So that means rings must go RING and then up there for S. So we've got all our words in. And that, there was a bit of cheating in the app, but that's basically something like it went. I probably misguessed about 3 or 4 letters doing that. So I hope that's been useful. I'll just show you it in the app. Thanks for watching.